Welcome back, everyone. This is Dave from Korman Productions, here to wish you a happy St. Valentine's Beheading Day, or as you normies like to call it, Happy Valentine's Day. Last year, I did a video on the origins of Valentine's Day, specifically the beheading of St. Valentine. But as it turns out, there might be slightly more to the story than originally I told. This year, I'm doing 6 facts about St. Valentine. And this is according to the historychannel.com, written by Elizabeth Haynes, originally in February 14th, 2013, and updated February 6th, 2023 of this year. Fact number 1. The St. Valentine who inspired the holiday may have been 2 different men. Officially recognized by the Roman Catholic Church, St. Valentine is known to be a real person who died around AD 270. However, his true identity was questioned as early as AD 496 by Pope Gelasius I, who referred to the martyr and his acts as being known only to God. One account from 1400s describes Valentine as a temple priest who was beheaded near Rome by Emperor Claudius II for helping Christian couples wed. A different account claims Valentine was the Bishop of Terni, also martyred by Claudius II on the outskirts of Rome. Because of the similarities of these accounts, it's thought that they may refer to the same person. Enough confusion surrounds the true identity of St. Valentine that the Catholic Church discontinued veneration of him in 1969, though his name remains on its list of officially recognized saints. Fact number 2. In all, there are about a dozen St. Valentines, plus a pope. The saint we celebrate on Valentine's Day is known officially as St. Valentines of Rome in order to differentiate him from the dozens or so other Valentines on the list. Because Valentinus, from the Latin word for worthy, strong, or powerful, was a popular name between the 2nd and 8th centuries AD. Several martyrs over the centuries have carried this name. The official Roman Catholic roster of saints shows about a dozen who were named Valentine or some variation thereof. The most recently beatified Valentine is Saint Valentine Barrio-Ocho, a Spaniard of the Dominican order who traveled to Vietnam, where he served as bishop until his beheading in 1861. Pope John Paul II canonized Barrio-Ocho in 1988. There was even a Pope Valentine, though little is known about him except that he served a mere 40 days around AD 827. Number 3. Valentine is the patron saint of beekeepers, epilepsy, among many other things. Saints are certainly expected to keep busy in the afterlife. Their holy duties include interceding in earthly affairs, entertaining petitions from living souls. In this respect, St. Valentine has a wide-ranging spiritual responsibilities. People call on him to watch over the lives of lovers, of course, but also for interventions regarding beekeeping and epilepsy, as well as the plague, fainting, and traveling. As you might expect, he's also the patron saint of engaged couples and happy marriages. Number 4. You can find Valentine's skull in Rome. Well, that's certainly gruesome. The flower-adorned skull of St. Valentine is on display in the Basilica of St. Maria in Cosmedian, Rome. Boy, that was a mouthful. I'm sure I got most of that pronunciation wrong. In the early 1800s, the excavation of a catacomb near Rome yielded skeletal remains and other relics now associated with St. Valentine. As is customary, these bits and pieces of the late saint's body have been distributed to reliquaries around the world. You'll find other bits of St. Valentine's skeleton on display in the Czech Republic, Ireland, Scotland, England, and France. Number 5. English poet Geoffrey Chaucer may have invented Valentine's Day. The medieval English poet Geoffrey Chaucer often took liberties with history, placing his poetic characters into fictitious historical contexts that he represented as real. No record exists of romantic celebrations of Valentine's Day prior to a poem Chaucer wrote around 1375. In his work, Parliament of Folies, he links a tradition of courtly love with the celebration of St. Valentine's feast day, an association that didn't exist until after his poem received widespread attention. The poem refers to February 14th as the day birds and humans come together to find a mate. Wait a second. The birds and humans come together to find mates? Are the birds mating with humans? I'm a tiny bit confused here. I'm not going to lie. Though that might explain why the conversations about sex, when we're having them with children, includes the phrase, the birds and the bees. When Chaucer wrote, "For this was sent on St. Valentine's Day, when every fowl cometh there to choose his mate," he may have invented the holiday we know today. Number 6, and the final one. We can celebrate Valentine's Day several times a year. Because of the abundance of St. Valentines on the Roman Catholic roster, you can choose to celebrate the saint multiple times each year. Besides February 14th, you might decide to celebrate St. Valentine's Day on Viterbo on November 3rd. Or maybe you want to get a jump on the traditional Valentine's celebration by feting St. Valentine of Raetia on January 7th. Women might choose to honor the only female St. Valentine, Valentina, a virgin martyred in Palestine on July 25th AD, 308. The Eastern Orthodox Church officially celebrates St. Valentine's Day twice, once as an elder of the church on July 6th and once as a martyr on July 30th. Well, that is fascinating. So according to this, you can go and buy chocolates and flowers and then go out to dinner and spend oodles of money more than once a year. Well, ladies and gents, that's not something I need to worry about because I've been single for the last 10 years. Anyway, if you like this channel and this video and want to support it, there are a number of ways to do so. You can follow me on Twitter at Korman Productions. You can join my Korman Productions Facebook page. You can buy something on the Korman Productions store on Zazzle. You can buy me a coffee, which is a new way to support content creators such as myself. And hey, it might make a nice Valentine's Day gift for me. And of course, you can like, share, and comment video, as well as subscribing to my channel. This is Dave from Korman Productions, signing off.